Right, okay. Batman trade. It's just for the example of correct score trading. We have the two games we are trading tonight, and first half goal in both teams to score is the Hammarby and the Norrköping game. So I'll just use them as examples. 23rd. We'll do Hammarby first. That's the correct score market we're going to be using. So I'll just do this in the simplest form. You can swing the profit about whatever way you want, really. Usually, you would go to the favourite. For this Batman trade, it's you want a 3-1 or a 2-all is your ideal score lines. So you want plenty of goals. But I'll just Dutch it. I'm going to use £100 a point just because it's nice and easy to see. And you put 0.9 of a point on your target scores, which is 1-3, 2-2, and 3-1. And Dutch them, and you can see it's giving you 5 points on each. Like I said, if the home team was the favourite, you would put more on the 3-1 rather than the 1-3. But I'm just using it for an example, just so you can see how it works. And there we go. If we go into your one-click screen, you can see we have 90 liability. So that's 0.9 of a point. Now we want to Dutch again, but we're going to use 0.1 of a point, and that's just to cover 2-3 and 3-2. Need to clear that off, sorry. 2-3 and 3-2, and it's just a wee insurance. And then you want to cover 0.2 of a point on 0-1 and 1-0 in case we get a low score. This can save you in this trade anyway. It can. Now this trade has changed since I was playing it a couple of years back, but it's a good example to show what can actually happen in the correct score markets. Right, so that should be us on. As you can see, we've got a wee bit of green on 0-1. And our target scores, we've got 473, so 4.7 points. Now you have 1.2 liability. What you want to be doing here now is you want to lay 0-0 to 3 points liability, so you want to put another 1.8 onto that, and you lay it at 10 to 1, so at 11. So we want to lay another 18 quid at 11. And you want to keep that, and that's a setup for that one. So if this gets down to 11 before any goals, we'll have 3 points liability on here, but it's going to add 18 quid onto this and 18 onto these. This will drop by 18, so you'll have 102 liability, and then if we get a goal, we'll lay off 0-1, and as the goals go in, we'll get closer to our target scores and we'll be reducing our red. But you'll just see, hopefully if we get goals in this game, you can see how this actually reduces through your score lines. And if you get that 1-2, then you know you're pretty safe, because you can lay off some of your profit on your target scores just to reduce this down, or get rid of it altogether, or green up, whatever way you want to go, depending on how the game goes. So that's that one set up. I'll just do exactly the same for the Norrköping game. But I'll just pause this. I don't want the video run on for 25 minutes, so it's just to give you an idea. I'm set up and ready to go for this game, so I'll pause it and come back once we get a goal, or if this even gets matched. So Right, so 1-0, we didn't get our lay matched. So now we'll lay the 1-0 to bring us up to 3 points liability. So we can go 3-3-1 on 1-0. So 1-0. So we want to get 3-3-1 liability. So we could just go like that. Just lay. We've got 12 to go, which is only about £1. Let me see, I'll do that again. What did I say? Go a tenner. As long as you're in around that 3 point mark. There we go. Now you can see at 1-0. Our liability now with another goal is only 1 point, and this is now starting to grow. This 4-2-9. So ideal score at half time would be 1-1. But that's basically it so far. If these goals come early enough, you can lay these earlier score lines. When you get to half time, you're sort of sitting. Now, you don't really want to be laying too much if sort of 40 minutes gone in the game. You don't want to be leaving with these big liabilities with hardly any time left to get a goal. So, but as you can see, the point of this video is to see how this green grows and the red reduces as the goals go in, and hopefully we get another few goals and we can get up near our target score. Okay, 1-0 at Hammarby. Didn't get our lay matched, so we'll do the same as the other game. You want to lay this here and bring it up to 3 points liability, because the goals come early enough, sort of first 15 minutes or so. So I'll lay this up to 3 points liability. 1-0. What green's on that? We'll just do 330 by liability. Just get in the market because it's only an example to show. You can see 120 is now dropped to 96. And with 3 points liability here. So this will keep growing, but we'll just see how we get on. Hopefully we get more goals and we'll get up near our target score. And then hopefully you can see, even at 2-1, we'll be able to see how we can use the green that we have sitting on these scores to reduce this red, or else build. Keep building it up. We can drip lay and start laying this off to get rid of these. You know, if we're getting close to this scoreline, this price is way down low. So let's see, I'll pause it anyway. Right, so 18 minutes in, 2-0 Hammarby. So we're still pretty early in the game. This price hasn't settled yet. I'm going to lay this off again because it's so early in the game, and I'm still going to go to 3 points liability. So just 2 points really to get onto this, because with no red there in the first place, or with no green. So 203. Kind of waiting this market settling. Help if I looked at the right scoreline, wouldn't it? 2-0. There we go. We'll just get in anyway. This should bring us up to 3 points again here. There we go. But it's reduced this one. And you can see we're green if you wanted to get out of the trade, but it's 2-0 in. We need 4 goals, but you both still need both teams to score. But even at 3-0, we might be able to get out. As you can see, the market's expecting 3 goals, and 3-1 is the 2 lowest score lines, except for any other home win, which is even money. But the purpose of this video is to show how this reduces with laying off, and how your green is increasing. This was only 400 and something, now we're up to over 5, so with 5 points sitting on our target scores, and our insurance on the 3-2 and the 2-3 growing. So if it goes again, you'll maybe not want to lay again the next time because you're only one goal away, and you can always use the green on the target scores to get you out. So I'll pause it and come back. Right, so we're 37 minutes into the game and it's just went 3-0. So we're one goal away from target score, but in an ideal world you didn't want 3-0 in the first half. 1-1 or 2-0 or something would have been better, but I'll just show you now where we stand. Depends on what this 3-1 price comes in at. Is that any other home win looks to be very low. We're hoping Hammarby slows down, but it doesn't really matter. It's just the purpose of showing how this red can be reduced and your green to grow, and what you can do when you get into this thing. I'll explain it once this market settles, so I'll come back in a couple of minutes. I'll hold off to half time actually to see, and hopefully there's no more goals. Right, it's went 4-0 to Hammarby, so we couldn't even show you anything, but for the example is what would have happened is if you've got these low prices on your target scores when you were one away, you could lay this off or lay the green off your target scores to reduce this down, and of course it builds elsewhere. Or then if you got like 3-0 and it was late in the game, like this game here, 4-0 at half time, it's very rare to be happening, but hopefully something will happen in the Norrköping game where we might get a better example, but this game's gone, so we'll just use the Norrköping game now. But we're sitting here with 3 points liability. We should be, yeah, so we'll just need another goal to bring us back to a point. So hopefully we'll get something in the second half in that game. We're just kicking on half time, but it's just an example to show you how you can reduce these, etc, etc, so it might help. Right, we're kicking on 80 minutes, still 1-0 in this game. So no real action to tell you, but hopefully that first game has shown you how this works. But you have loads of options during the game. If it was 1-1 now at this stage, when this gets into odds on money, you could lay to get scratched with another goal, especially on a 1-0er, but on this trade. But it was basically just to show how your prices move, or your liabilities move as you lay more. And if it was 2-1 at this stage, 2-1 is going to be this price. The next scoreline 4.8. You could be laying off this green at smaller prices to reduce this down and get scratch at least, but you need these goals. These games were just picked at random to try and show this, but a 1-0 is not the best sort of game for it. So I'll send this anyway, and you can maybe, it might help with these correct scores, but hopefully you can find a better game.